Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's time to react to Screw Attack's latest death battle. It's Mr. Hercule Saturn, whatever you want to call him, versus Dan Hibiki. The battle of the losers. Who will be the winners out of the losers of video games and TV? Oh man, I can't even tell, man. Like, you got Dan, like the Street Fighter waste man, and you've got Mr. Saturn, Hercule, whatever the fuck, I don't know, there's so many different names for him. The waste man of Dragon Ball Z. They're both humans, so it's quite a fair match. And like, but I mean, Dan has got a he's got a Hadouken, he's got a bit of an Hadouken. Like, I think I might give this to Dan, you know that? I think Dan's gonna win this death battle. My money's on Dan. Hercule's a bit of a waste. He's strong, he's a strong human being, but obviously next to the Z fighters, he's weak, like even Krillin will murk him. So, but Dan, I think Dan, at least he's got a bit of a fight in him, I think. But my money's on Dan. My money's on Dan. But let's go.
A good martial artist does not become tense, but ready. Not thinking, yet not dreaming. Ready for whatever may come.
But some fighters are dumb enough to ignore the legendary Bruce Lee's words, like Hercule Satan, the world martial arts champion.
And Dan Hibiki, the Psycho Street Fighter.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Now, it's been a while since I reacted to a death battle. So I think Goku Superman was the last
The
one.
Earth was in danger, the future of mankind threatened by a monster named Cell. All would be lost unless a hero could best him in the ring of champions.
The hope of the world lay on the shoulders and afro of one man, Hercule Satan.
Is Hercule Jewish? But he's white.
Yeah, we're screwed.
Officially, Mr. Satan is the world martial arts
38.
champion and chosen savior of humanity. Or so he would have you believe.
Hey, if I could lie that well, I'd make everybody think I'm king of the world too. Or even God.
Real name's Mark. What?
But before he was the hero of the people, Mr. Satan went by Mark. Eager to learn, Mark sought to master the art of combat.
Young Mark honed his skills in the dojo Satan Castle, which sounds awesome, but sadly no, he was not actually trained by the devil. I looked it up.
Turns out he was naturally gifted in martial arts, mostly due to his strangely good luck.
Yeah, like when he won his first world championship after his rival got food poisoning. That's not suspicious at all.
Oh no, he's not going to win by luck, is he?
Named Mr. Satan in honor of his dojo and to sound better for the cameras. His victories and explosive personality quickly rocketed him to a life of wealth, fame, and luxury.
Which almost came to an end when he and his master got drunk and made fun of some random guy's ponytail. Turns out this random guy just so happened to be a superpowered immortal mercenary who then murdered his master. Remember, kids, sticks and stones may break.
He just tongue his temple.
Never be
Dragon Ball was so weird, man.
Murderer.
From that day forward, Mr. Satan swore he would never fight anyone whose identity was a secret
So is
or
Dragon
who
Ball Z.
seemed out of his league.
Seemed to forget about that when Cell showed up. Anyway, somewhere along the line, Mr. Satan married a lady named Miguel, and after a round or two in the ovarian ring, had a daughter. Oh, and then his wife died.
Wow, come on, Boomstick, show some tact. Despite his grief, Mr. Satan never let his loss interrupt his lifestyle.
He filled the hole in his life the only way he knew how, with more martial arts. He mastered techniques like his dynamite kick and megaton punch, which sounds like they would make you explode or something epic like that.
But they're actually just regular kicks and punches. He really only named them so he could scream awesome words while fighting. Hey, this is anime.
Dynamite kick.
I feel more than a little underwhelmed by this guy right now.
Well, Mr. Satan's techniques were enough for him to legitimately win the 24th World Martial Arts Tournament, becoming the champion of the world and chosen savior to battle Cell. But we already know how that went.
I could watch that over and over. In fact... Get away from me, bitch.
Mr. Satan actively avoids fighting those who clearly outclass him, mostly to save his own reputation.
The first time he saw people flying and shooting beams from their hands, he thought it was a bunch of cheap tricks and pyrotechnics. Even after seeing the most epic Kamehameha beam struggle of all time, he still denied everything.
It's a trick. It's all a trick, I swear.
Trick.
Someday I'll bring it all to light. I will.
I can't believe that you're still saying that!
But just in case he finds himself in over his head, Mr. Satan is packing an assortment of capsules containing jetpacks, disguised explosives, and
Oh no,
even
they're bringing the
missile
games
launchers.
into this.
Man, if those existed in real life, it would be a TSA nightmare.
If there's anything he's good at, it's public performance. He often weasels his way out of dangerous scenarios with lame excuses like faking stomach aches, and somehow the entire world buys his crap every single time.
I did it. For years,
Oh,
I've been
yeah.
trying to perfect a variation of the negative.
Why did 18 let him win now? I can't remember
It's a
that.
delayed reaction to catch my opponent off guard.
When in doubt, work the crowd. I love
I
all
guess
of
someone,
you.
Krillin must have begged us to do that or something.
Every single one of you. Like and subscribe.
Mr. Satan is a master of deception, an excellent actor, and a complete fraud. Still, he is strong enough to rip 3 phone books in half and pull 4 buses
Hold
by
on.
himself. And once he actually moved fast, untrained eye can see, but forgot bullets move fast too.
Well, if I have to say something nice about the guy, at least he's not Yamcha.
Mr. Satan has won the world martial
Oh,
arts
Yamcha's cool, man. Leave Yamcha alone.
although only one of them was legitimate.
Yeah, the other times he rigged it by having Mr. Boo kick everyone's ass and then lose to him on purpose.
Still, it's pretty impressive he managed to befriend one of the most dangerous and untamed monsters in the Dragon Ball universe.
That looks wrong.
Oh, and one time he convinced the whole world's population to stick their hands up in the air and then wave them around like they just don't care, but whatever.
Boomstick that saved the world.
Eh,
Mr. Satan is motivated by 3 things: money, fame, and his daughter, who he seems to prize above all else.
he may be a bit of a con artist, but no matter what he's up against, Mr. Satan still finds a way to rise above his fears through his own bravery. Wait, did I just say bravery? I meant thick-headedness and straight-up stupidity.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's the pain. Oh.
Oh boy, Dan, I'm money on you, son. You better win.
A blatant ripoff of Capcom's characters, Dan Hibiki was always meant to be a complete joke.
Dan had no natural talent in fighting people, but his father, Go Hibiki, was a martial arts master with his own
November
dojo.
25th.
One day, Go's dojo was visited by Sagat, an enforcer of the crime
Vampire.
syndicate Shadowloo. As an advocate of justice, Go refused to be intimidated by the crime lord and stood up to him the only way he knew how.
By kicking his freaking eye out, then Sagat brutally beat him to death in front of his own son. That should teach you to mess with a 7'4" Muay Thai monster.
It didn't. Enraged and distraught, Dan swore he would avenge his father's death. To do so, he sought out a legendary
I didn't know
dojo
this.
hidden in the wilderness of Japan.
This thing is more elusive than child support to my ex.
Seems like the more time we spend here, the more questions are asked.
That's cool they're using Assassin's Fist.
Who the hell's Dad?
Against all odds, Dan found it. He was trained by its master, Goken, the same mentor who taught Ryu and Ken such legendary techniques as the Hadoken and the Shoryuken. Dan began the difficult journey of mastering the use of ki as a weapon of justice.
Until Goku expelled him because he just sucked.
Well, technically it was because Goken didn't want his training only used for revenge, but let's face it, he knew he was wasting his time.
However, Dan's determination for vengeance continued. He took the little he had learned from Goken and ironically combined it with some Muay Thai.
This became his very own martial art, the Saikyo Ryu fighting style.
Unfortunately, while that sounds awesome, it didn't really work out.
Dan's fighting style is, well, it sucks. It's awful. There's absolutely nothing redeemable about it. I mean, he can use special moves like the Koryuken and the Dan Kugyaku.
Which are like the dollar store versions of awesome stuff, like the Shoryuken and Tetsu, well, whatever it's called.
Also, Dan Kugyaku, did he seriously name one of his moves after himself?
Yeah, he's pretty full of himself, which is why the Saikyo style's strongest technique is excessive taunting. He can taunt while jumping, somehow increasing his airtime, and by focusing all his energy at once, Dan can perform a taunt so fearsome it will shock and amaze all who witness it just by being the most worthless thing they've ever seen. This is the legendary taunt.
Here I come! Hola! Quick draw,
Oh my
don't underestimate. I'm awesome!
God.
Now, Dan can manifest his ki into a fireball projectile called the Godoken. In a way, the Godoken is symbolic of Dan himself.
Yeah, it's tiny, pathetic, and doesn't last very long.
Oh God.
Despite this, Dan eventually tracked down his father's killer and offered to make his left eye match his right. In turn, Sagat politely offered to reunite father and son. The long-awaited clash of fists began, a clash in which Dan was bent
Wow.
on retribution.
That storyline was there for a while. Since the album. That's the original storyline.
Yes, Dan finally achieved the reputation.
I'm going to do that talk, man.
Because Sagat threw the fight in pity. Completely
What?
unaware of his luck and now confident.
Wow,
he's
you know when
one of the
Sagat
strongest in the
lets
world,
you win, you
Dan
must be
founded his
shit.
own dojo to unfortunately teach other people his worthless martial arts.
Thanks to God, not only
He's so
have you
bored, he
killed
let
your
him win.
father, but you're ruining other kids' lives now too.
You'll be happy to know that not many students actually enrolled in his class, because he kept forgetting to pay his phone bill and did not include his dojo's address in his commercials.
Classic Dan. By the way,
Man, this is
what's
getting
up
hard
with
now.
the
After I've seen how pathetic he
Oh, it
is.
was
Even...
originally white, but then he accidentally washed it with color.
Jesus Christ.
Okay. Making fun of Dan is fun and all, but let's be honest, he's not a complete pushover. He can take down multiple thugs at once, and even endured a beating from Ryu and Ken simultaneously. No matter how many
So
times
his
he
G
falls,
is pink
Dan
because he
will
mixed it in
always
with
get
red.
right back up.
It was originally white.
Remember how
That's funny.
Goken rejected him because of his thirst for vengeance? That's because Dan can actually tap into the Satsui no Hado,
What?
the evil, deadly energy that transforms
No, I didn't know this.
Kuma into an island-smashing murderer.
We're not joking here. Once Dan did access his Satsui no Hado to use the dreaded Raging Demon, a move which obliterates the victim's soul.
Damn! If Dan can do it, I can do it. All right, watch out, Wes. There it comes. Ah! Shit! Fell out my keys.
But more often than not, Dan's a klutz whose overconfident taunting gets him into trouble. He
Wow.
is his worst enemy.
Come on, man. He's got Satsui no Hado. He's
But even
definitely
after
going to
crying
win.
like a baby from stubbing his toe, Dan doesn't let any of it keep him down for long. After all, who else will carry on the heroic legacy of Go Hibiki?
Hadouken!
Oh!
I'm sick of someone using him at Evo, man.
All right, the combatants are set.
And one
Let's end
Evo
this
of Dan,
debate
that would be
once
so
and
sick.
for all.
But first, your face is in danger, and only I can save it.
Here we go. Finally.
If you're like me, blessed to radiate
Huh?
pure manliness, then you know it
Oh.
comes with a price. The price of facial hair stronger than cold steel. It takes a razor made
Forgot
of
about the
wind,
commercials.
forged in dragon fire and quenched in the blood of a unicorn just to get a close shave. But since those don't come cheap, I'm often left using them until they're worn out and disgusting. Or I just give up and live in scruffy desolation. That is, until I discover DollarShaveClub.com. For just a few bucks
Wow,
a month,
they went
send me a
in
sleeve
on
of
this.
quality
Proper
blades
commercial.
right to my door. Now I'm able to mansculpt my face at my leisure using a new blade every week. Don't settle for using an overpriced, inferior blade for far too long. Join me and millions of others by heading to DollarShaveClub.com/screwattack and sign up right now and choose the razor that's perfect for you. If you won't do it for me, do it for the unicorns. But right now, it's time for a death battle!
Here we go. My money's on Dan. Let's go. Let's go, Dan.
Hercule Satan! And the challenger, the infamous creator of the Psycho Arts, Dan Hibiki! Woohoo! Here I come!
What the hell?
Ow!
Ha ha! Nice moves, Hibachi. How about you ring yourself out?
You wish, chump. I hope you're ready for a beating.
Ha! A weakling like you stands no chance.
It looks like Mr. Satan wants to end this quickly. Which of his patented finishing moves will he use?
Dynamite King!
What's this? He's avoided the
knocked him out. He'll be too terrified to throw a single pull.
Woohoo! Behold the glory of Psycho!
Whoa.
They actually made this fight
And
pathetic
now,
as well.
behold my ultimate attack!
Shinko.
The hell?
No. Now what I'm thinking is, what do I do?
He's thinking of Goku.
I couldn't time off the arena. Then I slipped through my sheer muscle mass. Yeah. Holy crap, how long is this gonna take? Yeah! I've done it! After years of training and grueling exercise, this pathetic pony's cheap tricks won't work on me! Ha!
Astounding! Who knew the secret to countering such an attack was to act like a coward?
Yeah! Wait, what?
What's this? Is it just me, or has Mr. Satan illegally smuggled weapons into the arena?
Oh crap! My backup plans! I can't go out like this! What? I've never seen these before! Obviously my challenger snuck them into my road to get me disqualified! Can't even face me like a man!
Oh, sweet, a jetpack!
What?
Hey. Yeah. Time for the next evolution of my martial art. Ultimate Rocket Booster Psycho Doom!
Oh no.
Well, that's disappointing.
Only one more capsule left, but I don't remember what's in it.
It's gotta be a jetpack.
Yo, give us something fast. This guy's good. I can't track his movements.
What a spectacle! What could the champ be planning?
I got this!
Ah, crap.
I can't believe it, folks! The match is still on! And Mr. Satan's limitless tenacity has worn down the challenger!
Aha! Yes, that's right. I tired him out. Me, Mr. Satan. That was my plan all along.
What am I doing? I can't lose to this Joker. I have to win!
Oh shit. Oh shit. Satsui no Hado.
Oh, man!
Watch closely. You're about to witness the real deal.
What the fuck?
It looks like this is the end!
Yeah! Ha ha ha! This is over!
The hell?
Oh, man!
Whoa! I've never seen anything like that! He punched him so hard he turned into a jukebox! It can only be the champ's new technique, not
Oh my god, he won by his annoying luck! Oh. Well, I lost my money now.
Now he can disappoint his father in the afterlife.
Hercule, Satan, and Dan Hibiki may be pretty pathetic in context, but keep in mind, before the Cell Saga, Mr. Satan was actually a legitimate world champion.
Unlike Dan, who only has one confirmed win to his name, and it was handed to him out of pity.
And Mr. Satan has proven time and time again that he is stronger than the average athletic man.
He once pulled 4 tour buses, which is nearly 60 tons, and then he punched through one of them. That's a sheet of steel right there. Dan struggles to throw a single guy over his shoulder.
Mr. Satan once broke through a tower of 19 tiles with a single chop.
Yeah,
and
man. I
only
forgot how
character
flipping
in
strong
Dragon Ball
Hercule
history
is.
to have fought
He's
both
like,
Cell and Majin
I just-
Buu and
I thought
not
Dan had
die.
more ability,
Think
man.
about that.
Dan's key attacks were his ace in the hole, but in true Hibiki fashion, it amounted to nothing but failure. Just like the time he managed to pull off the Raging Demon, only to be stopped by a high school girl's backpack.
Oh, you can tell you didn't say that bit.
Came from within.
The winner is Hercule Satan.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I'm gonna put money on Dan for. That's the last one I put money on Dan. What's coming next? Who's that? Wow, they got some proper good graphics for this fight. I don't know who that is, but interesting.
Hey, I'm John, I play Blue Stick. Yeah, I'm Tori, the 3D animator. I'm Ben, I play Wiz. And we were super excited that Yang
Animes are so
coming to
weird.
the next battle.
Yeah, and this time it's going to be a 3D animated fight by this guy. He's mocapping it as we speak.
He doesn't always dress like this.
Yeah, this is
What do you
mocap.
the mocap? This is what I wear every day.
But who is Yang going to be fighting? You can stick to our social media, and we will let you know very soon.
Okay, I don't know who Yang is, but I was interested to see who she's fighting.
Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you in the next one.
Alright. Alright, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. It was a flipping, this fight was more epic than Chuck Norris and Sagata. Like, this fight was just epic. No, it was good, man. That's how they had to do it. It's Dan and Hercule. Man, I don't know. I had my money on Dan because I thought, you know, I guess I played the games too much as him and you can actually win in the games. So it feels like he does something because obviously you're playing the game. I know Hercule can win in the Dragon Ball Z games as well, but you never want to pick Hercule. But sometimes you like picking Dan for fun, so I have my money on Dan. But yeah, man, Hercule's actually strong. He's actually probably the strongest human, you know, obviously if you don't count Krillin and all them lot. But yeah, that's my reaction to Screw Attack's Death Battle, Hercule versus Dan. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give me a like, a thumbs up. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you again. Peace!